have our zap on standby. And once that third zap goes down, huge zap by us to keep the Sparky alive. Rage isn't going to do it. Nice. Really, really good push there. Really, really good push. What's up, everyone? It's Durkee here, and today we're going to be playing with one of the most disgusting decks I've ever seen. I'm going to show it on the screen right now. Take a look at it in the bottom left. I don't even know how this deck makes any sense. It's Giant, Sparky, Pump, Barbarians, like all of these cards that don't make sense. Someone recommended it to me in my chat, and I tried it out, and it's actually crazy. Like, you can steamroll so many people with this deck. It's a lot of fun. There are obviously flaws and drawbacks to every deck. Like, this deck doesn't run a big spell, so that's one of my complaints with it. But other than that, like, it's really, really fun and kind of challenging to play. You kind of have the surprise factor a little bit. Like, a lot of times players don't expect it. Horrible timing to cycle my wizard, but anyways, I'm going to show you how to play this deck with the Pump as well as the Dagger Duchess. It does a really, really good job on defense. Better than you would think, for sure. Yeah, I'm going to go for the gang here just to make sure I don't make any damage. Essentially, what you want to do is you want to cycle to your Evolved Barbarians and then pump up and then use the Elixir advantage to make a giant Sparky push and just like destroy your opponent. So if you like Giant Sparky, this might be one of the best Giant Sparky decks in the game. Okay, he doesn't know I have the Sparky, so we're just going to drop it in the back and then hopefully make a nasty counter push. And I think this game might already be over. I'm not even just saying that. Okay, I'm going to zap and then go for the barbs here. And then we're going to have quite the counter push. Yeah, okay, he just lost. GG's. Okay, he doesn't have anything for the minions. He doesn't have anything for the Barbarians. He doesn't have anything for the Giant. Like, we're just going to take his entire tower here. So that's the power of this deck. I mean, my opponent, obviously, we're the first game into a grand challenge, so I wasn't expecting our opponent to be insane, but this guy was absolutely awful. Okay, we're going to zap here. And we're going to get a double Sparky shot out, most likely. And that's just game one in about 2 minutes. So good game against Scorpiano. We'll go ahead and catch you in the next one. Into our next match here against Owen Gaiman. And yeah, there's a double evolution tournament coming up, so this might be a good deck to mix up. It has the Evo Zap and the Evo Barbarians. So it's a good mix-up. Dagger Duchess is such a good tower troop. Look, she's going to counter all of that. The reason I don't split my barbs is because it's more effective to play them all in one line when you're going against the Dagger Duchess like that. So that's why I did that. Okay, I'm going to drop my wizard into the Busk here and kind of just chill. Like I said, if you play against someone who's really good, this deck will definitely struggle because there is no big spell. So, like, any cycle decks that run, like, Poison or something like that, like, you're going to have a bad time. But you really only, like, with a lot of beatdown decks, you really only need them to make, like, a single mistake. And then you take their entire tower. So you got to be patient when you're playing this deck. Know when to go in, when you can pump up, when you can't pump up. Interesting that he does that. Like, that doesn't really get him any damage. Okay, so we have our pump. We have our Evolved Barbarians in hand, so we're going to be ready. I'm tempted to pump up and then split Barbarians if he goes for the Mortar. He doesn't have Evo Mortar in hand just yet. So I know this deck looks like it's brainless, but I swear it's actually hard to play well at a high level. Okay, he goes for the Rocket. That's actually fine with me. We bait out the Rocket. We can actually go for split Barbs here. And then we also can go for our Sparky if we want to. I don't think I need to, but I didn't know that he had a Rocket. Okay, we're going to go Giant here. And we're going to see what he does. Okay, I'm going to go Minions in the middle. Okay, not a bad zap. Not a bad zap at all. And that is the one drawback of the Dagger Duchess is, like, when she runs out of daggers, she runs out of daggers. You know what I mean? So, that push there, I wasn't expecting that to do all that it did, but I'm going to keep pressuring. Oh, bad Goblin Gang. We're going to take the tower anything. I was going to pressure because the Duchess was low, and just like that, we're chilling. I'm going to split Barbs in the middle in case he goes for the Mortar, and we're probably going to win this game already. So that's awesome. I'm going to Sparky in the back, maybe bait out the Rocket, but it looks like this guy might have already given up, so I'm going to go ahead, Giant in the pocket, drop Minions, Evo Zap on the tower, and yeah, they definitely gave up, so that's a GG's to our opponent. This deck makes people give up. It's awesome. We'll catch you in the next one. All right, into our next match here against Code. And there's definitely something to be said about, like, the surprise factor of a deck like this. Like, your opponent isn't really expecting you to have these exact combination of cards, so there's definitely intrinsic value in that. So that's definitely something to consider when you're playing this deck. Okay, he just goes like that. Hopefully, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily recommend going for a pump unless you know exactly how they can punish you, but in this situation, it looks like we're going to be okay. Okay, so he has a similar idea. Okay, I don't want to give him too much spell value, so I'm going to barbs like this. Looks like he's running like Golem, I think. He doesn't have Zap and Cycle at least. Okay, yeah, it is going to be Elixir Golem, so we'll see what we can do here. Luckily, the Dagger Duchess is like completely out of daggers, so we don't really got to worry too much. Okay, I'm going to Sparky up. Neither of us were really able to punish the pump that well, so nice. He ends up not popping the ability. I think that was probably the right thing on his part. We're going to Giant here because we're about to get another Elixir influx. Okay. And then we're going to have our Zap on standby. And once that third Zap goes down, huge Zap by us to keep the Sparky alive. Rage isn't going to do it. Nice. Really, really good push there. Really, really good push by us. We're going to take out the rest of that Elixir pump. Sparky doesn't get a shot, but we took their entire tower, so that's awesome. I'm going to Elixir pump over here. I know he could play a spell on it, but I think this deck only runs like Evo Zap and arrows. Okay, he goes for the pump too. The good news is whatever he pushes, he's going to have to push into a Sparky as well as Evo Barbarian. So as long as we defend properly, we should be okay. Okay, I'm going to Sparky in the corner. Don't want to give him too much Zap value. Wizard gets a lot of value on defense as well. So I think I'm going to get ready with my Wizard. Okay. And I'm actually just going to go like this. Okay, Evo Zap here. And yeah, Wizard just eats this dude's deck up. So if you don't like playing against E-Golem, I have the deck for you, man. I really do. Wizard here just to clean all of this up. He goes for the Evo Zap, but that's not going to be enough. We're going to Zap here. Wizard is just a menace against E-Golem. Nice. And that's what I'm saying. This deck is absolutely crazy. Like, oh my gosh, okay. We were down so much Elixir, and he just can handle all the splash. He has no way of killing the Wizard. He doesn't have a big spell. All he has is that Evo Zap and the Rage. So absolutely steamrolled 3 games in a row. We'll go ahead and see you in the next one. And into our next game here against Brian. I think I saw someone who was in the top 10 even using this deck, which is so crazy that at top ladder against like P.E.K.K.A. and against like Goblin Drill that they are able to have such a high finish. Okay, he goes for the Golem first play. I also happen to Sparky at the same time, or Zap at the same time, so not ideal, but I think we'll be able to defend this okay. We also have our Barbarians in hand, depending on what he plays. But Sparky will do a really, really good job just cleaning this up. He could go for like a Lightning or something. Might just let it go. I'm going to protect the Sparky. Yeah, nice. Good protect. Okay, I think I'm just going to let this go. Kind of an awkward defense here. Okay, that's fine with me. Okay, so we live. We live. Not the cleanest defense, so he has a really weird deck, kind of like me. Shout out to this guy. Because he's running Sparky, and he's running Golem. I'm going to Zap here just to... Oh, I didn't need that Zap. Oh, no. I didn't know that interaction too well, but that's fine. It's still a +2 trade for us. Okay, we actually are definitely... We're going to find ourselves with an Elixir advantage. I want to cycle to my Evolve Barbarian, so I think I'm going to Sparky here. And then probably just play my Barbarians on the Golem. But I am worried about the Wizard, because the Wizard gets a lot of value. So I want to try and bait out his Wizard on the opposite lane. Like, I'm going to go like this. And hopefully bait out the Wizard on defense, so that way he can't play it on the push. Right? He has to. Otherwise, that's going to... No, he opts not to. Once that locks on the Sparky, I'm going to go Barbs. Okay, Barbs take care of the Wizard. That's what I was most worried about. I'm going to Evo Zap here, and this is going to take the tower. Nice. Huge. Huge. And that Bandit is pushing into a Sparky. Good Zap by him. I'm going to pump up as well just to make sure we have as much Elixir as possible to defend his Golem. He's going to have to push into a Sparky, so that's huge for us. Yeah, I was going to say, whatever he plays is going right into the Sparky, so our life is good. Wizard is the one card I just want to be careful with the way that I play around it. Okay, and he just wasted those bats. Evo Barbs like this to take care of the wizard. Like I said, that's the card that we needed to play around. And he does take the tower, but we're going to have a nasty counter push. Go like this. We have our zap ready. Just going to zap that. Minions are probably going to get on the tower. And that's going to be tower down. Oh! Well, kind of counted my chickens before they hatched there, but that's fine. My man's kind of just delaying the inevitable. I think I can just wizard in the pocket, and I think it takes it. 1, 2. Good game. GG's to Brian against Golem. We had it under control the whole time. We'll go ahead and catch you in the next one. Our next match here against OK Kotsu. And for those of you that don't have the Dagger Duchess at level 11, although I think you get her for free at level 10, you can also run the Princess Tower with this, and it's not half bad. Good luck. We're going to cycle my zap here. I think Goblin Gang cleans this up. Barely. Good start so far. Okay, I'm going to go in here because he used the log, and I just want to cycle to my Evo one. So it forces out a 4 Elixir Bomb Tower. That's awesome. Okay, he's going to be running a very, very fast cycle deck, so defense might be a little tricky. Okay, if he goes Miner on this, I'm going to try and catch it with minions. Or we'll find out if he has a poison or not. He poisons everything. Okay, he just poisons right away, so that's fine with us. Good to know that he is running the poison. We're going to immediately Sparky here. We're up a teeny bit of Elixir. Not a lot. I don't necessarily expect a lot from this push, but... Okay, we're going to minions here. I was hoping the minions would live. Going to try and get the giant in front. Nah, we made a mistake there. My fault. I was trying to get the giant to go in front. But still, this is still going to be hard for him to stop because that Sparky's going to live. Nice. And that giant is surviving, so despite him having a bomb tower and a lot of answers to the giant, he's going to eat a ton of damage here. And he just got 3 Elixir to play that night, so that's really good for us. Okay, easy peasy on that defense. If he goes for wall breakers here, I'll go for my Evolved Barbarians. I might just do it anyway. I don't know if I necessarily have a better hand. I'm just going to let him go. It's not like he has a big tank like a Golem or anything that I really need to worry about saving that for, so I'm just going to play those right now. We need to watch out for minor wall breakers. Oh, well played. And Evo Zap's going to pop off here. Beautiful defense. That's how they always want to punish the pump. They want to go in for like a minor wall breakers, so it was really good that we had our Evo Zap and cycle there. Okay, he goes for the poison. We're just going to go for the Sparky. You know the drill. You know the drill. Anything he plays is going right into a Sparky, so that's awesome for us. Giant coming down. 3, 2, 1. Go like this, and then Wizard to snipe the bomb tower. Awesome. Okay, log comes down. I'm going to zap here. Sparky takes care of the knight. I'm trying to keep this alive, but I think I just gave him spell value. That's okay, that's dead. Well defended by my opponent, but we're still in a really, really good spot. Okay, E-Barb's here. Good poison, but now we can go for an Elixir Collector, and he has nothing to play on it. He doesn't have Miner, he doesn't have Poison, so that's a free Elixir Collector, and he still has to respond to those Barbarians. So now is really, really good for us. He doesn't have Poison, he doesn't have Miner, he doesn't have Bomb Tower. So we're going to set up for a push. Although he can cycle back, his cycle is really, really quick, especially as we're approaching double Elixir. Okay, my man. Feeling like he needed to BM, I guess. Don't ask me why. Poison comes down. We're going to go for another pump. Beautiful. We're just stacking up Elixir. We're just stacking up Elixir. Even if we don't break through this time, we're just stacking up Elixir. But that zap is probably going to close out the game. So we're going to hit him with a little bit of BM. We are playing a toxic deck. And we'll go ahead and see y'all in the next one. Okay, in our next match here against Dark Legend, we're currently, since we started recording, 5-0 into a classic challenge. We haven't faced anyone who's really, really good yet, but like I said, sometimes I played this offline a little bit just to like get familiar with the deck, and I struggled with like Goblin Drill decks or decks that like run a poison or something like that. Gets a lot of value against this deck. We'll see if he spends on this. Okay, nice. He used arrows and zap. It looks like it might be Elixir Golem or Giant Graveyard is possible as well. He just fed my wizard. Awesome. So that's a fat positive Elixir trade for us. Okay, we're going to Almost. Come on, Dagger Duchess, go. Okay, that's not bad. So yeah, he spent 9 there. We spent 5. So +4 trade. I don't think he had anything great to punish the pump is the main reason that he did that. I'm going to go Barbarians at the bridge just to cycle to my Evo ones. And like I said, when you're going up against their Dagger Duchess, sometimes it's better to not split them. I'm going to zap here as well, mainly just to cycle and to get extra damage onto the tower. And it worked really, really well. Okay, he goes for the lava right away. It's not great for me. I think I'm going to go like this. And then I don't know if he can afford arrows right away. I'm hoping that he can. Nice. Okay, so now he has to decide, does he want to defend the giant or does he want to play arrows on the minions? If he plays arrows, I'm going to go for a wizard. But we're already getting so much damage on the tower. It's amazing. Okay, and he just spent those skelly drags, so I'm going to go like this. And Dagger Duchess does need to recharge a little bit, so I will zap just to make sure we don't eat too much damage. And those barbarians are going to go to work on that tower. And just like that, we've almost taken both of his towers. Actually, we are going to take that other tower. And we have a pump up. Whoo! So far, so good. It's very losable, though, because Lava Hound is just... It's very good against the Dagger Duchess in general, so... Okay, we're going to Sparky in the back here. And my opponent is leaking. Okay, he does go for the lava. I think I want to pre-cycle a wizard and attempt to get back to another one. Wizard is just so good against Lava Hound. It's amazing. I would even go as far as to say that it is busted against the wizard. If he arrows here, we'll go for our... But he doesn't. Okay. He just left that Lava Hound to die. Basically, he just said, you're on your own, Lava Hound, which is fine with me. That's exactly what we wanted. We're going to protect... Oh, I thought we were going to protect our wizard, but we failed. Another wizard down. And yeah, wizard just eats all of that up, dude. It's actually so unfortunate. Not for me, but for him. Those skeleton dragons aren't going to do anything on their own. And this is looking like a GG's. Yeah, he's already BMing. That's the sign that the game's already over. So if y'all don't like Lava Hound players, like, you know, I don't, this is the perfect deck for you. You get double wizard domination. There's literally nothing he can do. Another day, another 3 crown. We'll go ahead and catch y'all in the next one. Right, into our next match here. And this deck, I feel like I'm totally just like hyping up this deck. I feel like it's a 3 crown machine. Like, you can punish so hard when your opponent just gets aggressive one time. Okay, Barry is not a good sign, though. It probably means it's Goblin Drill, which means I'm probably about to get destroyed. So we're going to drop Barbarians all in one lane against conventional knowledge, but against the Dagger Duchess. Ooh! Okay, that's not what I was expecting. Okay, all of this is about to go into a Sparky, which is awesome. Actually, wow, those Barbs did such a good job. I didn't even need the Sparky. Oops. I forgot how good Dagger Duchess is, but it'll be nice against the bowler. And honestly, I'm going to go in here. Because we're up a little bit of elixir. We have a surviving Sparky. He has a Sparky of his own. Oh, huge zap. Oh. He has a zap too. That's unfortunate. That's okay. This defense won't be that difficult by any means. So Cat's out of the bag with what he has. We tried to get a nice counter push, but no luck. Goblin Gang surround here. And it's going to clean up everything, I think. Yeah. Whew. Actually, I needed to do that. I think I needed to do that, otherwise we would have beaten a Sparky shot, so that kind of sucks. And that bowler just absolutely eats up everything. Okay. That push is dead. I'm going to go with our own Sparky here. I could have gone for a Wizard. I could have gone for a Sparky. I think I'm just going to go for a naked Sparky and just, like, let it go. Yeah, he goes for the same thing. Like I said, I am just going to let it go. I don't want to overcommit. I might Evo Zap on it. Yeah, I am, because he gave me the value. He gave me the value, even if he zaps. Yeah, that's fine. That's still fine with me. Okay, he goes for the poison on that. It means I can go for minions. And I think the Dagger Duchess actually cleans this up, so I'm just going to go, like, with my Giant. Beautiful. And Sparky. Zap onto the Sparky. He's back to zap of his own, but we're still getting lots of damage. That was a really well-played tornado. Ooh, he messed up. He messed that up. I was like holding my breath. I didn't want to jinx it, but like insane damage right there. Now we're in a really, really, really good spot. Okay, we're going to wizard here. And I want to force out the zap. Okay, I'm going to go like this. And try and force out the zap here. Ideally. Nice. Okay. This is scary. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get my King Tower activated. Oh, never mind. Barry win in front. Okay, good NATO by him. Just to play it safe. I didn't want to choke it. I'm going to pump up here. We have Evolve Barbarians in hand and Sparky. Okay. Wizard coming down. We need a cycle to a zap is honestly what we need to do. Well-timed zap. Beautiful. Nice. She lives. I'm going to go like this just so I can apply pressure, although I don't expect anything from the push. Nice. He messed up. I don't know why he played the Sparky on that. Nice. I think we're going to win this game. Nice. Those barbs, dude, Bowler is such a good answer to the barbs. Okay, but whatever he plays, he's going to push into a Sparky and he's going to push into a Wizard. That's fine with me. Evo Zap in hand. So all we're going to do is we're just going to Evo Zap to make sure that we don't eat anything. Oh, and he just played his Bowler, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go like this. And I want this Sparky to live. Okay. We're getting the better end of these interactions. Triple Elixir is kind of a free-for-all anyways. We're going to spam the bridge here. Why not? Why not? Why not Zap? And that's going to be GG's. Good game. We both had a lot of answers for each other. I think we ended up having the better end of that matchup. So GG's. We'll go ahead and catch you in the next one. I did our next match here against this person. Can't read those characters, but we have our Zap in hand. We have Goblin Gang. Depending on their Tower Troop, Goblin Gang at the bridge could be a good starting play, but against the Dagger Duchess, it's not that great. Okay, we're just going to cycle a Zap here. Down a teeny bit of Elixir, but not too much. Okay, he goes for the Rage. We're going to Goblin Gang. And just chill. Okay, forces out the Skeleton King. Oh, that was supposed to be minions. Oops. Ooh, okay, well, not the best. Hopefully the Wizard lives. I'm just going to eat that. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, he pumps up. Like I said, in this deck, you don't have a great way to punish the Elixir pump, unfortunately, because of no big spell. But you can. There are some things that you can do. Like we're gonna go like this. Okay, Giant walks in front. That's exactly what we want. No, Sparky down. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay, at least we have Wizard here. Hopefully Wizard will clean all of this up. We need the Wizard not to die, but I don't know if there's anything we can do. Okay, nice, nice, nice. He tried to get the ability off, but he failed. Okay, we're going to wait till he plays something on the Wizard. Okay, yeah, he does. He plays the Rage. That was a really good Rage. That Rage got so much value for them. Okay, that's unfortunate because this is actually a pretty decent matchup for us. Just bad start, eh? Power down. We do have a little bit of a counter push. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. He just committed all of his Elixir. Okay, so that's going to be tower down. So we're not out of it yet. Not out of it yet. Oh, do I want to just press the issue here? I don't know. I mean, he pumped up. Nice. Giant's going in, honestly. Nice, and he has to pop the ability. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Said good game. Is he saying that he's going to win, or is he saying he's going to lose? What do we think? Okay, we're going to go get ready with our Giant. And Wizard, like, destroys his deck, so I'm okay getting that, like, an early Wizard down. Okay. That Night Witch just got, like, eviscerated. Sparky's gonna live. Oh, what can he do? What can he do? Oh, Evo Skeletons. That's not gonna be enough. Another game, another victory against a toxic E-Golem player. So GG's, despite going down a tower, we were able to bring it back no problem. So we'll go ahead and catch you in the next one. All right, into likely our last match of the video. We already have 8 wins on the board. We're going to try and get one more here. This person running the normal Princess Tower. So since that is the case, I'm going to cycle my Barbarians. I'm going to split them. If it was Dagger Duchess, I'd play them all in one lane. Skeleton Dragons usually mean Golem or Lava Hound, but could be a few things. Could be a few things. I'm just going to cycle my Zap. Try and get to my evolved one. Okay, Barry makes me again think that it might be Golem is what I initially think. Okay, nice. Wizard cleaning everything up there. Yeah, definitely looking like a Golem deck. So whenever you play Golem deck, the E-Drag is kind of the card that gives you the most trouble. Like, learning to play around the E-Drag can be a little difficult. Okay, I'm going to pump up here because the Duchess actually takes care of the entire E-Drag. And then, because that knight already took a lot of damage, it's only going to get one hit on our tower, so I'm fine with those interactions. He goes for a pump himself. I'm going to pressure here just because he pumped up. Have Zap ready for whatever he plays. He plays like... Wow, that just got destroyed. But we're going to get some nice chip. I zapped on the Bomber and I zapped on the Pump, so I'm okay with that. Dagger Duchess will actually clean most of this up. Okay, never mind. He goes for the Lumberjack, so I'm going to go for the Wizard. Wizard now going to clean everything up. Goes for the NATO, and Wizard's fire rate is quick enough to actually defend that. I'm going to pump up here. Most of his pressure cards are out of his hand right now, so I'm fine doing that. And besides, Dagger Duchess does well against most of the cards in his deck, so kind of liking how this is going. Okay, he pumps up. Okay, I'm going to slow roll a Giant in the back. Depending on what he plays, I might Sparky, I might not. The E-Drag, like I said, is kind of what I want to play around. Okay, so he goes for a Golem. I'm going to Sparky away from the Knight. And I'll support it with like a Goblin Gang or something. I want him to play the E-Drag on the left side if possible, but obviously no guarantee that that happens. Okay, so he does that. So Wizard is going to clean all of this up, I think, with the Evo Zap, which is exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Okay, yeah. That interaction is like really, really scary because if your Wizard dies, you probably just like lose the game. So... But the interaction went the way that we wanted, fortunately. So we have a really nice counter push on both lanes, and I don't think he's going to be able to stop it. So Wizard, it's kind of like Wizard versus E-Drag, and when you play against Golem, it's like who wins the micro interactions between those two cards. Okay, we're going to go like this just to clean up the Golem, and at this point, I really don't think there's any way that this man breaks through. We're going to zap here. And yeah, he's pushing into a Sparky and a pile of Evolved Barbarians. So GG's to this Sparky player. Wizard ended up getting the upper hand there, so we're going to go ahead and take the dub. We'll catch you in the outro. That's going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. Give it a try. I would consider this like a homemade deck, so if you want to play a deck that isn't at all meta but is still really good, give it a try. Challenge yourself. There's no big spell, so you kind of have to be creative with your damage. And let me know what you think of this deck in the comment section, and I'll catch you in another video real soon. Peace!